This break is brought to you by Audible. For a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, head over to audible.com/Gamebreaker. Now, at long last, ArenaNet has given us a release date for the much anticipated new feature coming to Guild Wars 2. That feature is guesting, and it's coming with the January game update, which is due to launch on the 28th of this month. Now, here to tell us more about this today is Gamebreaker's very own Richie Procopio. So, Richie, for anyone who doesn't know, just exactly what is this guesting feature?
The guesting feature is the ability to play on other servers and actually like visit your friends and run around the open world and have fun together. This is a feature that they talked about before the game launched, and we thought it was going to launch like either at the game's release or shortly after. And so we've been waiting a long time for this, and people are super excited.
Cool, that sounds like a really great feature. So are there any restrictions to this or not really?
Yeah, there's a few restrictions. One is you can't participate in World versus World when you're guesting, which makes sense because you should be representing your home server, right? You don't want to help the enemy. And the server that you guest on, you can have up to 2 different servers that you're guesting on at any one point. And when you choose a server to guest on, you kind of lock that one in for a 24-hour period. And that's really to prevent people from hopping to like, a dozen different servers in a short span of time, which I think is absolutely critical because I've talked on GuildCast a few times that one of my concerns about guesting is that people can just hop from server to server to server and do things like get extra world boss kills or, mine some rare, ore nodes over and over again or any kind of exploits like that. So this lock-in feature seems pretty good.
Yeah, it seems to make sense.
And then the last one, which is the big one, is it's region locked.
Ooh, so that does that mean it sets for specific regions, so like the US and the EU. So people are quite upset about this, I hear. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was completely unexpected. I think that's where a lot of the frustration is coming from, that people have been looking forward to this feature. They might have friends on the North American server and be or vice versa on the European servers, and they wanted to group up with them, and then all of a sudden we've got this announcement that it is region locked. So people are quite upset. ArenaNet has responded to some of the feedback, saying that the reason why they went with the region lock is because there's a European data center and a North American data center, and your characters are actually stored on the appropriate server depending on where your home server is, and that the guesting doesn't actually transfer your characters over there. It just allows you to guest. So they don't want to have people having a negative gaming experience. They don't want people to have, due to things that are beyond their control, server routings, internet routing, different things like that. So they want people to have uninterrupted and high quality gameplay. And, some of the counter arguments from the players is that, they would rather have the guesting enabled cross region and then leave it up to themselves to kind of determine whether it's playable or not. But the fact is, many players might not even understand all the mechanics behind it. They might just guest over there and have a really poor experience, and of course, they would blame ArenaNet at that
Yeah,
point. So,
totally.
so it's really a no-win situation. It's disappointing that that is not part of the guesting feature, but it's still a really cool feature that not a lot of gaming companies kind of allow you to just hop around servers for free like that. So, disappointing, but it's still a great feature.
Yeah, definitely. It does sound like it. And I know certainly in World of Warcraft, they've had some big problems with people hopping around all over the place and causing issues within the game. So the other bit of this I hear is that they're adding in paid server transfers now. Is this is a new thing. So how would this work?
Yeah, so right now you can kind of transfer anywhere you want for free. It just has a 7-day lockout. But we've known since launch that they would eventually be updating this so that it would be a paid service. They wanted to give people time to kind of settle in, figure out which server they wanted to be on, and make sure that they're with their friends. And I think they've given us more than enough time to do so. So now there's going to be a gem fee to transfer. And the interesting thing is the fee is going to be based on the population of the world you want to transfer to. So higher population servers will be more expensive.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you want to incentivize people to go to the servers where there's there's less people. So and each account can still only transfer once every 7 days, and you can't transfer to worlds that are actually full in terms of population. And this whole thing is going to help stabilize the world versus world populations, because a lot of times you'll see a world versus world guild, like a real powerful or really a really strategic world versus world guild, they'll transfer the whole guild to another to another server to kind of avoid queue lines or for whatever reason. And you see different servers rising on the ranks of the ranking list because of that. And so this will help solidify people to stick to a server and have some loyalty and some server pride. And so while it is a free feature now going to a paid feature, I think it will actually have some benefit as well.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it sounds like Guild Wars 2's got some really good stuff to look forward to in this 28th of January update. So do keep it locked and dialed to Gamebreaker. We'll keep you updated on all these features with Richie here. And of course, keep watching GuildCast every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again soon.